Bienvenidos and welcome to the Arlington Weekly News. We have a great show today. I'm Daniel Pineda.
I'm Miriam Gennari.
My name's Adele Quo.
And like I said, we have a great news. We have our news stories, Adele, and
It's Easy Being Green.
And we can't forget CBB, right, Miriam?
Oh, I love that community bulletin.
Exactly.
And then after that, we've got a really interesting interview focused on tech in 2016. It's a program that was filmed at the Tech Shop in Crystal City about manufacturing in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia.
Great.
But first, our social media reminder, you can watch the Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News. And yes, the number 1. And also facebook.com/Arlington Weekly News. And on to our first news story for tonight. Are you waiting for Memorial Day and Rolling Thunder? They'll be back in town. The famous Veterans Motorcycle Parade is named for the thunder-like rumble of all the bikes as they drive through town in a column. Arlington will be affected, not just D.C. Here are some of the events and areas that will be part of the Rolling Thunder's activities. On Friday, May the 27th, bikers will have a candlelight vigil at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial at 9 p.m. So expect to see more bikes on the road as people check in to nearby hotels and drive to and from the memorial. Then on Saturday, May the 28th, the official vendor site for Rolling Thunder opens in D.C. On Sunday, May the 29th, the main Rolling Thunder event will occur. The procession begins at the North Pentagon parking lot, winds through Washington Boulevard and across the Memorial Bridge to the National Mall, then by the Lincoln Memorial, and finally to West Potomac Park. Then on Monday, May the 30th, there will be a wreath-laying ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery's Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. Miriam.
Vroom, vroom! In honor of Rolling Thunder.
We've been practicing
Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back.
And now, Memorial Day is the unofficial start of summer. For some people, the county police have planned a big initiative for the summer, an underage drinking crackdown. The police will be working with local businesses to find fake IDs, and underage people found with fake IDs and found guilty of Class 2 misdemeanors may be charged up to 6 months in jail and $1,000 fines. However, if the ID is stolen, they will be charged with identity theft, which is a Class 1 misdemeanor and punishable up to 1 year in jail and $2,550 in a fine. Wow.
Wow.
Warn your kids on that one.
Absolutely.
Wow. Daniel?
Well, the police may be preparing to deal with some bad teens, but here is a teen who has been especially nice. A high school freshman has raised almost $50,000 for diabetes research. About 5 years ago, Alex Simmons was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. Since then, the basketballer has been raising money for the Juvenile Diabetes Research Fund, or JDRF. Every year, Alex, along with his friends, family, and basketball teammates, together known as Alex's Terminators, join the JDRF Walk in D.C. This year's walk will be on June the 5th. Visit www.jdrf.org to learn more about the JDRF Walk and to contribute to Alex's Terminators.
Well, I think that deserves a round of applause.
Yeah, absolutely.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, yep.
In other news concerning big winners, the Arlington Chamber of Commerce has recognized 7 local businesses for their exceptional performance. At the 30th Annual Arlington's Best Business Awards, these 7 were honored. Strategic Consulting Partners, Home-Based Small Business of the Year for 2016, Virginia Center for Orthodontics, that also is the 2016 Service Small Business of the Year, Joe's Place Pizza and Pasta, 2016 Retail Small Business of the Year, Design TLC LLC, 2016 Technology Small Business of the Year, Phoenix Bikes, 2016 Nonprofit Small Business of the Year, Crystal City Marriott, 2016 Business of the Year, and Najab, that's NAGAJOB, 2016 Business of the Year. In addition, 3 people were honored in the Business Hall of Fame: Emerson G. Reich, Jill Buck of Buck Associates, John Shushan of the Shushan Company. Congratulations, winners.
Congratulations goes out to all of them. Such a big achievement.
Absolutely.
And it's that time, Miriam. Are you ready? Adele and It's Easy Being Green.
What do you got for us, Adele?
Well, I'm excited. Joe Tree Frog is just as excited because we're going to be talking about wearing reclaimed, recycled, and repurposed jewelry. Last week, we heard the exciting news that Levi's and Evernew created the first pair of recycled jeans from 5 discarded cotton t-shirts. Well, with the right earth-friendly accessories, it can take your recycled jeans from farmers markets by day to favorite restaurant by night. With today's increasing sustainability awareness, jewelry doesn't need to be made from new materials. Some creative jewelry designers are making some very cool accessories from reclaimed, recycled, and repurposed materials to wear with those new recycled jeans that will amp up your green style credibility instantly. First, take a look at the screen. Kate Kuzak's transforms zippers from a seemingly ordinary, everyday clothing closure into breathtaking, wearable art. Next, we have Tara Locklear. She fashions contemporary jewelry from sheet metal, cast cement, to recycled skateboards. Pretty cool. Both Kate Cusack and Tara Locklear's jewelry appeared at the 2016 Smithsonian Craft Show. And I'd like to bring up 3 designers that are using all of our unused, outdated computer and electronic waste, such as keyboard keys and circuit boards. Since electronics play a large role in our lives, recycled electronic waste collection converts boring old circuit boards into eye-catching and innovative geek chic, where function meets adornment and fashion. Let's start with Yuma Fujimaki's recycled PC jewelry that features old circuits revamped into richly detailed rings, simple pendants, and brooches that any techie or non-techie will appreciate. Or how about Audrey Rogers, her also known as Mox Rogers? She repurposes keyboard keys to form a different fashion function. I want one of those. And we also have upcycled jewelry by Jacob and Michelle Fawcett. They make a stunning line of earrings and necklaces from salvage electronics. So if you've got old electronic equipment, don't throw it out, recycle it. You can go to Earth 911. Just type that in, Earth, E-A-R-T-H, 911. Type in what you want to recycle and your zip code. Near me, my local Best Buy, Staples, and Goodwill, they accept computers and more. So remember, it's easy being green wearing reclaimed, recycled, and repurposed jewelry.
Wow, that's a wonderful story.
Fun, isn't it?
Any chance they have diamonds in those computers?
We'll have to figure out how to recycle that, right?
That'd be great.
Ooh,
I'll
that's an
take yours.
idea.
Very fashionable. And again, earth911.com.
911.
Absolutely. Well, now we're going on to our CBB stories for tonight. You love reading. You also love spending time with kids. The Read Aloud program needs volunteers to share their joy and excitement reading books with children living in homeless shelters and affordable housing complexes. Volunteers are needed for 1-hour read alouds on weekday evenings for at least one evening per month for a year. Give them a call at 703-528-8317, extension 10 for more information. So read aloud.
It's a great program, Daniel. And now, moms and daughters are wanted to come and rescue American Girls. American Girl dolls, that is. The Central Library needs help sprucing up their American doll collection. Volunteers are needed to take the dolls home, wash their clothes, braid their hair, clean their faces. Cleaning supplies will be provided. Call 703-228-7688 for details. I volunteer. That sounds like fun. Daniel?
Well, you might like walking, but how about, walking? If so, volunteer to walk with members of Arlington Neighborhood Villages. The Villages provides volunteer services and programs to help people stay in their homes. This can be either a regularly scheduled or occasional opportunity. Volunteers must enjoy walks in the companies of others and consent to a background check. Email them if you need any more information, volunteer at arlnvil.org, or give them a call at 703-509-8057. Miriam.
Great. And remember that contact information. Arlington Villages, or ANV, also needs someone to help with their email strategy. ANV provides volunteer services and programs to help its members remain in their homes. They need someone to periodically send email blasts about upcoming programs and activities to members, volunteers, and other interested parties. The volunteers will also keep multiple email lists up to date and track response rates. Email or call ANV at 703-509-8057. Daniel?
Well, Miriam, ANV also needs administrative support at their office. Member requests arriving to the office must be recorded and met on a daily basis. Shifts are from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and from 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Friday. If you enjoy organizing things, are detail-oriented, have computer skills, including a basic knowledge of Microsoft Office, enjoy socializing with people, and can act with discretion and diplomacy, then this may just be a position for you. All volunteers must consent to a criminal background check. Socializing, I know you like to do that, Miriam.
Oh, background checks. Yeah, absolutely. Also, just want to, I know everyone joins me in wanting to send a shout out to Don Hammond and Rich Masabni. We miss you. We want you back real soon. So literally falling apart without you.
We love you, yeah.
All right. And now I just want to let you know that we do we have senior stories? To start our senior stories, you should all know that senior centers will be closed on Monday, Memorial Day. Daniel?
Well, actually now...
Oh, actually, I think we're going to keep going. Live, the bygone days of classic comedy. Everyone video and audio selections of The Honeymooners, I Love Lucy, Sid Caesar, Milton Berle, Bill Dana, Bob and Ray, and Andy Griffith, just to name a few. Laugh together and share your own funny stories with our very own Mike Bloom, comedy book author and former Disney writer. Friday, May 27th at the Aurora Hill Senior Center. That's at 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. Call 703-228-5722 to reserve your seat. Great, more senior news.
Absolutely. On we go. Legal Services of Northern Virginia provides free, confidential legal assistance on a variety of issues. Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, consumer and housing law and insurance are just some of the areas that LSNV can help with you. There is a pre-screening to determine if you are eligible for LSNV services, so confidential information will be asked. Give them a call at 703-778-6800 to make an appointment. This will be taking place at Walter Reed Senior Center. That's on Tuesday, May the 31st from 10 a.m. to noon. You can call Walter Reed Senior Center at 703-228-0955 to learn more information. Miriam.
Thanks, Daniel. Travel of the Mind, a vision through the eyes of Ralph Driscoll. Ralph is an avid traveler. He will share some of his greatest stories and pictures from the many national parks in the U.S. Thursday, June 2nd at Culpeper Gardens at 11 a.m. to noon. Call 703-228-4403 to reserve your seat. Sounds fun. Daniel?
On we go. Learn about and discuss the great historical events that changed the course of history. That's with Professor Ralph Ostrich of the Northern Virginia Community College and lecturer at George Mason University. A history event you don't want to miss. That's on Thursday, June the 2nd at Culpeper Garden from 1 to 2 p.m. Give them a call at 703-228-4403 for more information and to reserve your seat. Miriam.
Thanks, Daniel. I guess we should really thank Judy Masadni
Yeah, thank
for
you,
all
Judy.
these wonderful stories.
We love you, Judy.
You're always doing such a great job for us. And now, with the time we have left, I want to invite you to join me when I visited the tech shop in Crystal City to talk about manufacturing in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. Oh, and also, I happen to be a guest speaker, so please enjoy. Welcome to another edition of the Sustainable Scoop. I'm Miriam Gennari, and I'm here on location at Tech Shop DC with Leaders in Energy in Arlington Green, and we're going to be talking about the maker and manufacturing movement here in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And now I'm here with Gadsten Merrill. He is the general manager of Tech Shop DC. Welcome, Gadsten.
Thank you.
Thanks for actually having and hosting this event.
Absolutely, we're happy to host.
Well, now, if you could just share with me, I mean, you've got members coming with all kinds of dreams and ideas, but how do you feel like the tech shop concept nationally, but really here in DC, is allowing innovators to bring their ideas and share their ideas and actually launch businesses?
Yeah, so we're always happy to talk about the equipment and software we provide, and that's easy to quantify in terms of numbers of like dollars and square feet. But I think that one of the most valuable things you find in Tech Shop is access to an incredible community of entrepreneurs, experts, artists, makers, students, a huge range of skills and expertise. And I think that the collaboration that comes out of that is really unparalleled almost anywhere else.
I have to agree with you. Now tell me, you yourself are an engineer.
Yeah, biochemistry was my degree.
So what was it that brought you and your talents to Tech Shop?
You know, just community again of like-minded people, makers, artists, etc. But also chance to grow. You know, there's like an unlimited set of skills you can learn. It's just really you get out what you put in.
Okay. And how many members do you have here at the shop right now?
Great question. If you include everybody, including all of our staff and instructors, it's just over 1,000.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, and how do you keep that balance between bringing in new members and training new people? And
yeah, I mean, it's the more the merrier, really.
Okay, well, that's great. Thanks so much for having this event here.
My pleasure.
You do so many wonderful events, and so I look
you.
forward to coming back and seeing you again.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Gab.
Absolutely.
We're here at Tech Shop. How better can that be? What, $1 million of equipment here for the maker economy? We're going to need technology solutions. We're going to need social innovation solutions. And what did we just see? Did you guys see that article I posted yesterday? New York Times article featuring Crystal City as a rocking, happening place, being, an innovation space of all kinds of creativity and excitement.
As Janine noted, I'm the founder of a group called Arlington Green, which is a sustainable community development effort that I've been overseeing for about the last year here in Arlington. And our mission is to continue to make Arlington a sustainable place to do business, live and work. And we do this through education, outreach, and engagement. So Janine's group, Leaders in Energy, places like Tech Shop are the kinds of groups and organizations that Arlington Green seeks to engage and work with to spread the good word about sustainability in Arlington.
I really appreciate having you guys out here, and as Janine said, being a leader in energy ourselves as an organization, but also our entire membership and the maker community is something that Tech Shop is really committed to. The purpose of Tech Shop really is to empower each community that we go into. That's why the economic evaluation that we do when we go into a community isn't dependent upon whether or not the community itself has a high socioeconomic standing. While the DC area is very favorable, one of our early investments in putting a location was Detroit, and we are currently looking at expanding into Puerto Rico so that we can assist with the economic development on the local level there. So that's something that we're truly committed to, and we feel very privileged to draw members like Miriam Gennari into our space who are already doing so many wonderful things for not just local level communities, but also the world as a whole with activism in styrofoam and plastics and just all the rest of the things that you do. But she's also brought to us so many great partnerships like Leaders in Energy and the Arlington Green. So we really appreciate you guys choosing us to host your event. And to your speakers, thank you so much for coming out. And we'll be giving tours at the end of the event, but It's just a blast to have you guys here. Thank you.
This is really great. I got a chance to tour here informally last year with a group of about 70 people. So we didn't really get to see very much. So I enjoy this opportunity kind of in the evening, and we'll have a chance to go and investigate what's going on outside of these walls a little bit more. But I bring you greetings from the Arlington County Board, and this is an invitation that I was thrilled to accept, because this is one of the spaces that we are incredibly proud of. We're proud that Tech Shop is located here in Arlington. We think it says a lot about our community, as the Times has recognized. It's part of a growing vibrancy in Crystal City, but that we hope to replicate throughout Arlington.
So working with cities of all different shapes and sizes, working with places like Arlington County, who are interested in being very thoughtful about how they were making a place where people can live, people can work, where we can have a sustainable environment, people can walk or bike places, that there's housing options, transportation options. I did that at the federal level, I did it at the nonprofit level, and I realized that there was a piece missing. And it was the role of the business community. Not the business community that occupied those offices, but the business community that's the sustainable base of a place. And those are really our small businesses. And I had been involved in the maker movement and was here when Tech Shop opened, and had always been enamored by the world of people who make things. And I realized over these last 5 years that there was a growing community of small businesses that made stuff again, right? They made things out of textiles. They made things out of wood, out of metal. They made food products. They made hardware, and they were making it here.
I did a survey with a colleague of mine of what is underserved, what's not being served here in the DC market. And there's a distinct lack of services and support for very early stage, concept only, a long way from revenue, energy solutions companies. It really is. There's a pillar at 1776, but that's for companies, I think, closer to matching their VC fund criteria. And so we just sort of opened our doors at the beginning of 2015 and said, hey, let's create this community. It's based on 3 significant groups of constituents. One is finding the entrepreneurs. 2 is finding the funding for those entrepreneurs. And then the third thing is bringing the policy world into what we're working on. So I can tell you the only reason why I'm dressed up tonight is because I was at the White House. All right, cool. But it starts very much on the top down of bringing in the policy element of what's going on, because it's absolutely critical to the infrastructure of the company, and energy plays a part in that. So hence, we started Potential Energy. We ended 2015 with 15 members, and I was only doing it a quarter of my time. We have a goal this year to double, to get up to 30 members, and we're on track through our first quarter. So it's going really well.
But it wasn't until I walked down Crystal Drive and I peered into Tech Shop and I saw what was happening in here. And I have to admit, this is my zip code. So I felt very fortunate that they chose to invest here. But when I went inside and I ran into people like Rustum, who is a DC here at Tech Shop. He's a dream consultant. He's also an instructor. He's also an entrepreneur that's building his own solar company. Chris walked out of here. He's a NASA engineer that's also running a part-time business out of Tech Shop. Daniel was just here a moment ago, and he's building a 3D printer. And so amongst this very intelligent group of men and women, I started to pose the problem and the idea. And the truth was, it wasn't that complicated, and that it could be done. Now, sure, there are some challenges, because I want to recycle EPS locally. I don't want it shipped somewhere else. I want the expanded polystyrene to be shrunken, condensed, and then pelletized so that we can put it into the injection molder that's out there that takes polystyrene and make a new product. And I can do that here at Tech Shop. It's been a wonderful evening here at the DC Tech Shop with leaders in energy and the Arlington Greens. We've been talking about the maker movement and manufacturing in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. There's a tremendous amount of excitement and great potential, and I look forward to continuing to follow this story on the Sustainable Scoop. Thanks for joining me. Back to the news desk. Great program, great event.
awesome.
And let's talk about another great event that's coming up, Memorial Day.
Yeah, and finally we have sun. 18 at the
weather.
yeah, 18 out of the
Sun came out.
18 of the 25 days, so it's been raining, but finally some sun.
I can't tell you how excited I
This
am.
is nice.
All right, maybe these tomatoes will actually grow.
Yeah, now that they can get some sun.
And pool parties, right?
Yeah, so does anybody have any good Memorial Day weekend plans?
Probably playing some tennis. How about yourself?
Oh, well, I might go out and watch those motorcycles roll down. What about you, Adele?
Oh, well, our pool was closed last summer for
Uh-oh.
renovations,
Uh-huh.
so I am really looking forward to the pool grand opening. But when I look out the window, I wonder if they're going to open. But I'm excited.
Maybe a couple more
My
weeks.
goodness. So you guys should come on over when it's open.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's an invitation.
You know Miriam will be there.
Yeah.
Believe it.
So it should be fun.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us this week in the Arlington Weekly News. We'll see you next week.
Looking forward to it.